Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again it's time for the Texas Gun Vault Poll Question of the Week, a weekly vlog that I put out where I ask you, as my viewers and subscribers, about something that deals with guns, gun culture, politics, current events, and news, or something fun like EDC that I want to get your thoughts and opinions on. And this week's question is one that I love to ask every single year. It's been about 2 weeks since Christmas, and I'm always curious. Did you guys get anything cool or interesting as a gift? Gun-related? Guns, ammo, an accessory? And this is just a poll question where I want you guys to tell me and do a little bit of show and tell. Because I did get something. I wasn't expecting it, but I'll talk about that when we get to the poll question. But with all that said, let's dive right into this week's question. For this week, I thought I would go with a typical and topical poll question for after the Christmas holiday. Since Christmas was this week, well actually as I'm filming this, it was 2 weeks ago, did you get anything gun-related as a gift or get anything as a gift for yourself? If so, what was it? Let's do a show and tell. I always like to ask this because, of course, as people of the gun community, we like to talk about guns and show off our guns. And I'm always fascinated because I've been asking this question for a couple of years now, and it does seem like when it comes to the trends, things do change from year to year. If it's a hot-button political year, well, people typically buy more tactical firearms. And sometimes, if we're not worried about our gun rights, people are like, I got everything I already want. So let's see what happened this year with your guys' results. With 137 votes this week, we got, yes, I got a cool firearm, 23%. Yes, I got some cool accessories, 27%. Yes, I got some ammo, 8%. No, I wanted something but did not get it, 21%. And no, I already have everything I could want, 20%. And I have to tell you, the results really don't surprise me this year because there's not really a big crunch for people to go out and buy stuff because we're going into an election year, and even anti-gun politicians know that passing anti-gun legislation is a bad idea when you're trying to get reelected. And of course, with the Republicans holding Congress, well, the House of Representatives, we're not too worried about any anti-gun legislation being passed. So there's not any of this panic buying going out, trying to get things that maybe you won't be able to get in the future. The results of this were kind of even. About a quarter of people said, yes, I got a gun, and then yes, I got some accessories, and then no, I didn't get what I want, and no, but I already have everything I could possibly want. So it was kind of evenly split, which I was kind of expecting to see. Well, let's go through each one of these, and I'll give you guys my personal thoughts and opinions on them. And the first one is, yes, I got a cool firearm, and that got 23%. Now, normally I tell you guys which one I would have voted for because I never vote in these polls because I don't want to skew the results. However, this is the one that I would end up voting for, but it wasn't the one I was expecting that I would have voted for because Christmas around here at the Texas Gun Vault was quite different. In fact, we didn't really exchange any gifts. We didn't put up any decorations because we realized that we're blessed beyond our wildest dreams. I told people, don't buy me anything. Don't give me a gift because I have everything. In fact, I have way too much stuff already. But what I want for Christmas is to spend time with my kids, to spend time with my wife. Let's sit around the fire. Let's play some board games. Let's go out on an adventure and let's do something around town. Go to Topgolf or go see a movie and spend time with family. And that's what we did, and it was wonderful. Now, don't get me wrong. We did give our kids a good Christmas. We gave them some presents and some money. But when it came to us, we're like, don't do anything for us. Because really, if there's anything I really want, I can go out and buy for myself, but there's not really that much that I want. I want to have these experiences. But of course, a couple days after Christmas, what happened? I go to one of the big box stores around town here. In fact, it's one that I normally don't go to because I don't really think they have that great of deals on firearms. Now, they sell a lot of firearms. However, normally the stuff that I want that they have is way overpriced, way more than I can get online. And then, of course, I have to pay sales tax. And I'm like, oh, I don't want it that bad. But I went there, and while my wife was shopping for bath bombs and soaps, I went over to the used gun section, and lo and behold, there were two things over there that actually were interesting to me and were actually for a pretty darn good deal. So I ended up not buying it. I didn't buy it on that day, but I went back the next day because the gravitational pull of the desire to own those was too strong. And I realized if I come back the second day, if they're still there, maybe it was meant to be. So I ended up buying two guns. And if you've been watching this channel here on the Texas Gun Vault 2, you already know what those two guns are. The first one was a Glock 40. Yeah, a big old Glock chambered in 10mm. This is actually my first pistol that I own, not the first one that I've reviewed, but the first one that I own chambered in 10mm. And it's a big boy, the long slide. And everyone says this is one beast of a Glock. So I can't wait to get this thing to the range and shoot it. And they had one new, and it was about $250 more than what I paid for this one. But this one appeared to be pretty much unfired. There's no wear on the barrel hood. There's not the famous Glock smile on the barrel. And two of the magazines that came with it don't even look like a round has ever been inserted in them. So I was pretty sure somebody bought this, didn't like it, or didn't know what to do with it, and ended up selling it, and I got a great deal on it. It's like a brand new gun. The other one was something that I think is really right up the alley of the Texas Gun Vault. This is a US issued M17 pistol, and it's a very low serial number. And this one was actually fielded by the Army. Now, this was probably one of the ones in the test run, and I have done a FOIA request, or a Freedom of Information Act request on this, and I've gotten all the documentation on this pistol. This one was in the arsenal at Picatinny. It did go to Alabama, and it was at Fort Campbell. So I don't think this one was necessarily issued to a soldier in combat anywhere around the world. However, this was one of the test ones. It also has a certificate of authenticity from SIG showing all of the documentation that this gun was fielded by the US Army. It's in pretty darn good shape. I took it home, I cleaned it up, and it's a really cool piece of my collection now. So now I have an M17 commercial, an M17 commemorative, a M17 surplus that was never issued, and now one that was. So that's what I bought, and I just think it's really cool. You guys know I love military firearms, so I did get something special for myself, something I just couldn't pass up. So yes, I got a cool firearm. Then we have, yes, I got some cool accessories, and that's cool. There's a lot of stuff out there. In fact, most of the buys that I do now are for accessories, things to enhance the guns that I already own, lights and sights and optics and that kind of stuff. And that's where my gun collecting has kind of migrated to. I don't buy a lot of guns anymore, but the accessories I think are where it's at, because they're awesome force multipliers, and getting quality ones is always exciting and really good if you really love guns. Then we got, yes, I got some ammo. And that got the lowest number of votes, but I know ammo is really important to gun ownership. Gun food is important. If you love to shoot, you got to have stuff to feed your guns. And nothing can be better than getting a couple of boxes of ammo, because you know that's going to translate to a great time at the range. But then we get to the sad answers. No, I wanted something but did not get it. Well, I am sorry, but maybe this year, save up and go out and get what you want. I know that I did. You guys can too. And then finally we have, no, I already have everything I could want. And that's the one actually I thought I was going to end up voting for if I actually voted in these polls, because I literally have everything in the world I could possibly want. I guess at that time, except for a Glock 40 and an M17 issued pistol. But maybe now I have everything in the world I could possibly want. But that's what I think about all this. But let's see what you guys had to say in the top-rated comments of the week. And the top-rated comment of the week comes from Ray Mondhauser 5174, who said, yes, I got an 1859 Sharps carbine, an 1864 Burnside carbine, and a Smith carbine. All are original Civil War guns. All except the Smith will need a little care, but the prices were so good I couldn't pass them up. I've noticed that prices for antique guns are usually at their lowest December through February. Well, that's really interesting, especially for you guys that love the antique stuff. Now, actually, in U.S. law, an antique gun is clearly defined as any gun that was manufactured before January the 1st, 1899. Yes, that is codified in law. In fact, any gun manufactured before that time, even if it uses smokeless powder, is not considered a firearm under U.S. law. However, it sounds like there's some of you guys that are collectors out there and know when the bargains happen. And I wonder why those prices are lower during this time of year. That's something I may have to look into. Then we have Steven Arizona 9094 who said, 3 new guns to my massive arsenal. A B&T TP9 suppressed, Flux Raider suppressed, and a SIG P320 Spectre comp. Well, all I can say is I know who won Christmas. Oh my gosh, that is a haul. Those are some amazing firearms. So congratulations, Steven. That's incredible. Now, I know that I recently reviewed the B&T TP9 as a pistol, and I did not like it. But I want you to know I was at the range and somebody had a suppressed one that was SBR'd, and that was a lot of fun. It really enhanced the experience of getting to shoot one of those. Then we have Patrick Morse 218 who said, did not get the one gun related item I asked for, but I did get a carving tool. I have some nice pieces of exotic wood that were given to me, so I'll try my hand at carving some 1911 grips. Wow, I would love to see that. You know, a lot of the old 1911 grips and the US issued ones were actually hand checkered. I didn't know that until recently. I was reading an article about the original 1911s, and the Army had a whole team of people that would sit around and use carving tools and checker 1911 grips. That's kind of fascinating. Then we have Cookie Monster 1969 who said, I got myself a Streamlight TLR-8 sub for the FN Reflex and a Red Earth concealment holster. Well, those are some awesome accessories. And that's the kind of stuff I kind of expected people to say they were going to get. Lights and optics. Because even people that don't know a lot about guns, you can tell them, hey, I want this. And they don't have to worry about background checks and paperwork and all that. They can just go to the store and buy it and bring it home the same day. Don't have to worry about any of that. You can just get a light, a laser, an optic, and bring it home. And congratulations, because that sounds like you had a great Christmas as well. And then finally, we have Rufus Rizzo, 78, who said, I got a new scope, Arkin EPL4, for my 22CZ 457 precision rifle. I got a QD mount that's going on my Tavor and a new flashlight. And congratulations for all those gifts. They sound absolutely fantastic. And everybody says that the CZ rifles are some of the best. I remember watching a really old episode of TFB TV when they had completely different hosts. And I think it was Alex C. that said, when it comes to the actual mottos for gun companies and it comes to CZ, it was, come for our pistols, stay for our rifles. But I've never actually had the opportunity to shoot a CZ rifle, but I hear they are top notch. So congratulations on all the accessories that you got and that really cool scope. So that's what you guys got for Christmas, and that's what I got for Christmas. And so I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday and are looking forward to another great year ahead. And hopefully, for those of you that said, no, you didn't get what you want, well, in 1 year's time when I ask this question again, hopefully you can tell me something different. So let me know in the comments section below, if you didn't already, in this poll, what you got for Christmas. I'd love to know. So, as always, thanks for watching.